Hello, Wendy with an I here. Come along with me as I'm going to take you behind this door for a makeover of our master bathroom in our rental house. As we enter in the bathroom, you're going to see it just as it was as I put it together just to get us going when we moved in. I cleaned it really well, and it just has the essentials in there to get going. As you see, there are some interesting light fixtures. This is a 1970s bathroom, and the only things that they have updated are the granite countertops and the tiled flooring. So there are two bath rugs that I had when we moved in that I just put down. There is no rhyme or reason. The essential shower liner. In our previous homes, we have not had the need for a shower curtain or shower liner in a very long time. So it was just a grab and go so we could shower. And my husband's razor is charging through some of this video, so you'll see that there. And there is an inherited terrible purple stain on the floor that I cannot get up. But I had a great inspiration for this interesting space, and she is already hanging on the wall, and it is Marilyn Monroe. And this is a puzzle I did and framed her, and it's a very heavy frame. And when I hung it in here, it was my immediate inspiration. I didn't have another place for her in my house. Thought that was perfect. They did leave a relic behind. There is some old wallpaper that they didn't strip inside this window. And I am going to leave it because have you ever heard the term romance the ordinary? Well, I'm going to leave this in here. It is a floral pattern, and that is going to be my little contribution to romanticizing the ordinary. And there's Marilyn again, and the tiles in that puzzle mimic the tiles that are in here. Not the same color, but the same kind of tiles. And there's the beautiful blush tub. Now this space is really small compared to what we were accustomed to. So we had to do a lot of organizing in this small space. There's a photo of my bathroom before, and as you can see, lots and lots of storage in there. The bathroom was just really big. We had a lot of space. So organizing is key. But inside this small bathroom was a lot of storage I wasn't expecting. A lot of storage for this small space. And inside here is a laundry chute, and inside you can put a basket to catch the clothes. And my husband went to Target and bought these hampers that had lids on them. We took the lids off, and 3 fit across there. I just didn't open the other side for whites, darks, and towels. So it worked out perfectly. So this was a big challenge here because I was used to a lot of drawers and the cabinet space in my other bathroom. But what we did is we actually went to Dollar Tree and bought those little organizer trays. And they worked out great. And the right side here, this is my side. And I have utilized every drawer, of course. But organization is key in a small space. Well, like I said, we are renting this, so we're not to paint or do any kind of remodeling. So we have to work with what we have. We also put in a shower tower thing just so we could have storage for our shampoos and soaps. Oh yeah, another lovely light fixture up there. So there's 3 switches and you can turn on one of the 3 lights, all 3 of them, 2 of them. It's quite efficient in lighting, I will say that. All right, Miss Marilyn, let's see what we can do. Now, the first thing I recommend for a space, if you have nothing else, is to clean it. Clean it really, really well. There's nothing better than a clean space. And then use what you have. Well, I'm just starting on the countertops, and I love personal photos in a bathroom, especially this small space. And without being able to remodel it, it needed some personality in it, I thought, in my opinion. So I thought personal pictures would be great. And it's a picture of our wedding in 1999 and our vow renewal in 2011. So that's the left side of the sink, and now we're going to go to the right side of the sink. And I'm just putting items in that I already have, and that is my jewelry box. And I found this cactus at Michael's on clearance, and I absolutely love it, and I thought it would be perfect in here. And I always have to have my candles, so I'm going to put my candle holders I've had forever. I don't even remember where I got them, but I love these because I do burn candles. And I'm going to put in my touch of red. And I like to put a couple of my favorite perfumes out so they're easily accessible instead of underneath the cabinet. And there's the countertop. Oh, and I broke my soap dispenser, so I'm just using that, and I just took the label off the front of that and put it on the sink. Okay, so I had some black hand towels, so I'm going to replace the tan one with a black one. And already I think the space has life to it. Now we're going to focus on this window. I thought for a moment to put something on the toilet or add a shelf over the toilet, but we have this window with the ledge, and I wanted to keep it more simple because we're already outdated and there's a lot going on. So I decided to just put my candle in here. I've had this was on my bathtub in my previous home, and I love it. It just has sand and seashells and candle in it, and when that candle burns down, I replace it. So I think it was just a perfect place to put that in that window and just leave that space simplified and not add any more to it. I found this black and white shower curtain at Home Goods. Absolutely fell in love with it. I would have purchased 2, but they only had the 1. So we'll talk about that a little later. I got a nice shower liner for $4 and some shower hooks. And there it is hanging up, and just the addition of it, even though it doesn't go to the ceiling like I want it to, but I'm going to fix that. It already adds a distraction from the outdatedness of the bathroom. I also found these rugs at HomeGoods, and I loved this blush color. And you need something really absorbent when you first get out of the shower, so I loved that. Then I found this rug set, which I absolutely loved, and I thought it went with the character of the mission style of the bathroom, and also the hallway bathroom is the same way, so win-win. I used one in there and one in here. And there they are down together, and I love the way they look together with the blush up against the tub with the black and white shower curtain, and then the white against the dark cabinetry. I think it looks really, really well with the tasseling, goes well with the styling of the bathroom, which is mission style, and the dark light fixtures. Now we're going to tackle the problem of the shower curtain not going all the way to the ceiling like I prefer. And here it is. We are a week later now, and I ordered some waffle weave mildew resistant curtains, and I attached them to the bottom, so I put a skirt on it. When I purchased the shower curtain, like I said earlier, there wasn't two of them, which would have been ideal, so instead I just decided to put a skirt on it. I actually like how it turned out. My husband said he liked it, so we're just going to go with it. And it really makes a huge statement. It looks great all the way to the ceiling. It truly is. The striping and the bold of the black really is a great distraction from the outdatedness of this bathroom. And it just pops with the Maryland puzzle. It just absolutely pops. Now I'm going to show you what's going on behind the scenes, so you know if you haven't ever done this before. We've got two tension rods. One has the shower curtain at the very top to the popcorn ceilings there. And then we have the second rod that has the shower liner. So that's how that works behind the scenes. That's my makeover for our master bathroom in our rental home that is stuck in the 70s. I hope you've enjoyed this, and I hope if you have a space that you're working on that I have helped inspire you in some way. I'm going to show before and after because I really do think it now is dramatic, and I actually enjoy walking into this space now. So I appreciate you so much for watching. I hope you're having a great day. Be sweet.